If you're planning your Alaska cruise and will be porting in Juneau, this is the video for you. We'll tour the Juneau cruise port and take you along on our excursion to Mendenhall Glacier. Let's get started. Morning, cruisers.
From Juneau, Alaska.
Look at this. We got what ship?
That is the Canard, Queen Elizabeth. This is my queen.
Mary.
This is my queen.
Aww.
On Celebrity Solstice.
Queen Mary?
No, that's
Queen Elizabeth?
Queen Elizabeth.
There's a queen behind us in the water.
Her name's Elizabeth.
That's all we know. So we are in, as he said, Juneau, Alaska, on the Celebrity Solstice on an Alaskan cruise. Today we are with you because we are doing a Mendenhall Glacier and salmon bake excursion.
Oh, you mean more food?
Yes.
You gotta kid me.
It's fresh, I'm assuming, Alaska salmon. We're gonna bring you along on our excursion. This is a celebrity cruise excursion. However, I wanted to bring my little envelope here.
Our cheat sheet.
To let you know that if you do a cruise excursion, you will get an envelope like this.
Through the ship.
Yeah, no matter what cruise line you're on,
right.
You'll get an envelope like this in your cabin. If you have booked a cruise excursion and you don't have this envelope in your cabin, make sure you immediately get with your room steward and or guest services, because it should be there, because these are your tickets and it will give you all the information about your excursion. We are meeting on the port, on the port?
Yes.
In the port?
Yes.
Do you remember what time?
11:30?
11:15.
11:15.
You'll be late.
I'd be late.
You would be late.
I say bye, Sherry.
So right now we're going to eat breakfast, and again we're going to bring you along with us on the entire excursion and in the port. We are 6:30 on board, so we'll have a lot of time in Juneau to play after our excursion and maybe before our excursion. We're not sure. Right? You're on a cruise.
Inbound airplane. Bear with us just a second.
Okay, we're done anyway. We're heading to breakfast, and we will see you after breakfast to give you an update on the day.
When you exit the ship, the signs will be clearly marked about the gangway and what deck it's on. And then you need your SeaPass card to get out of the ship. That's all you need to get off the ship is your SeaPass card. Welcome to Juneau. Oh, it's so nice. We really like Juneau. We are not ready for our shore excursion yet. So if you want to just go walk around the town, you go straight up this ramp. If you have mobility issues or someone in your party does, because this is the ramp up and then you have to go over here and then you may have to walk a even longer distance to get to your shore excursion location. So if you have someone with mobility issues, it's always good to ask the ship crew for help. Now this building that you see right in front of me, that's blue, is known as the hangar, and that's where we ate last time. This building right here. That building right there. Merchants Wharf Mall is what's on the top of it, but they call it the blue hangar because I think it literally used to be a hangar for airplanes. It's an excellent restaurant that we ate at last time, and we will link our last Juneau stop below. We have a Mendenhall Glacier and salmon bake excursion today through Celebrity Cruises. So we'll be eating salmon through our excursion. We will not be eating lunch there. We may stay long enough to eat dinner there, I'm not sure. It was that good. So you come out here after you get up the ramp and you'll see all kind of excursion booths here. I don't know anything about them. I don't know if they're reputable, they're just here. You can find that out on like cruise groups on Facebook or Cruise Critic, and ask if someone has utilized one of these on the spot, if you will. When you get into the port, then you decide, hey, we want to do whale watching. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 booths here. There's a Mendenhall Glacier Express, dog sled, helicopter, and then a glacier bus that looks like it's a city tour and the glacier. So You might ask around if you don't have anything planned already. Look at this scenery. Wow. I mean, that is just beautiful. Just beautiful. And you got a parking garage right here for your viewing as well inside the port. And then there's, I think we have 4 ships in port today. Our ticket said that our group will meet at the end of the ramp, which is right here. And she is a general tour person right here, general tour guide. She said that since our meeting time is 11:15, that it would be closer to 11:15 that they would be out here. So let's walk around a little so you can actually see the port. Now there are more shops, all kind of shops. Juneau is filled with t-shirt shops and, you know, touristy souvenir type shops. Right here is where the Red Dog Saloon and the gift shop for the Red Dog Saloon is. So if you come out of the port, when you come out of the ramp, which is right here, you just keep on walking straight if you want to get to the Red Dog Saloon, and it's right down this road right here. However, behind there, this entire street back behind this parking garage right here is filled with shops that are fun and touristy and interesting. If you actually have a tour group, you may get into one of these buses right here to head up to the glacier or somewhere else. And again, I can't get over this landscape. So y'all get ready for Juneau because it is an amazing port. We'll walk down this way so you can see. The last time we were here, we went with a private whale watch company, like a third party tour company. And we walked down this way. Actually, we ran at the time because we thought we were going to be late. And we went down this wooden walk path right here. There are more shops down here, and of course all the people getting off the other ships. Some of your tour companies may meet down here. You can get a port map inside your ship and they'll tell you where the reputable, you know, stores. Of course they love Diamond International, all the cruise lines do, so they'll tell you where that one is. And then Tracy's King Crab Shack is also right here. We got off our bus last year from our tour and we got dumped off the bus right in front of Tracy's King Crab Shack, and the line itself was probably an hour long. So we're going to do Tracy's, which is right here, like right there behind us, right?
Look at the 2 hour line.
Can y'all see that line? The line ends right there. It seriously is like an hour long line, okay, to get in. And so we asked him, he was another bus driver. We asked him,
my belly.
we said, where would you eat other than this hour-long line right here? And he said, the hangar. He gave us that recommendation and it was amazing. And as I walk by Tracy's King Crab Shack, you can see that the line, it appears, is already starting out the door. It looks like at least there's several people standing outside already, potentially waiting to get in. So this building here is called the Visitor Center. So if your instructions for your tour say meet at the Visitor Center, or your bus will be in front of the Visitor Center, this is the building that you'll come down to. And then this right here looks to be called the Gold Bell Tram Building. So they may also describe that building if you're going on a third-party tour. Visitor Center or Gold Bell Tram Building. And then you see the seated area here and all these buses. If you're interested in totem poles or the Native American culture, there are a lot of tours available through the ship and otherwise regarding these amazing, I don't know, I call them pieces of art, right? They have a whole tour that is just about they call it a totem pole park, maybe. Anyway, it's a place that there's several totem poles are there. And so if you find that interesting and want to learn more about the Native American culture here in Alaska, I had mentioned earlier the amazing weather. I mean, you can see the sunshine. What I'm wearing today, I'll show you here because it's just literally like a knit weave shirt and a vest over it and a pair of pants and my ankle height duck boots. And it's perfect right now in port. However, we know we're going to the glacier, right? So if you know that you'll be going into somewhere that's going to get colder and colder, right? As you get closer to your destination, like a glacier, then JJ is carrying the backpack that is stuffed with his puffy coat and a puffy coat for me, as well as hats and gloves for both of us. So we'll see if we need it or not. It certainly is beautiful here in port. There's people wearing shorts out here today. So you never know what kind of weather you're gonna have until about the week before. So don't forget to watch your weather app, whatever it is that you use for whether you're gonna be rainy or sunny, and then you can kind of start preparing your packing for Alaska once you look at the weather. You will eventually see your tour guide with the correct sign for you. Check in with the person. Our person didn't even check us in or take our tickets. He sent us right down here, down these stairs to the bus and told us the number of the bus. So that was helpful. Look at these beautiful flowers. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Someone on the bus said, I didn't think there'd be flowers here in Alaska. They're very pretty. So each of the buses have the sign you see right there, State Museum and Salmon Bake. Plus they have a number. That one's right there. This is ours. The sign's right there, clearly marked on the bus. And our amazing check-in guy and his assistant, he will check you in, take half of your ticket, and give you the nice handy stamp on your hand.
Yep.
Just like the
that's
good
me.
old days at the bar. Do they even do that anymore? I don't know.
I think so.
We're old. And then he will invite you onto the bus. Mendenhall Glacier is in the Tongass National Forest and is run by the U.S. Forest Service. It is very important to know the Forest Service allocates just over 500,000 transportation permits each season as of 2024. When the permits are gone, tours will be canceled. We experienced this in August of 2023 when we had booked a Royal Caribbean tour and the glacier part of our tour was canceled because the allotted number of permits were already gone. Apparently, the later in the season your cruise is, the higher the chance the permit allotment will have been used. You can also, however, head to the glacier on your own via a van or a taxi. However, you will not be dropped off inside the park by the visitor center. You'll be dropped off at the nearest bus station, which is 1.5 miles from the visitor center, and getting a taxi back can result in a long wait. Additionally, it appears the permits do not apply to visitors who arrive on their own, only those arriving with commercial tour groups. The information online regarding this particular issue is a little murky, so if you have information to the contrary, please share it in the comments below. We got off the bus and there was a map right there that said we could take a large ramp up to the visitor center, or we could go this way and there's a fork in the road. And we could go down to Nugget Falls, which is the falls that's kind of near the glacier, at the base of the glacier, I think, or go to the left at the fork, and it's like a picture access point. This is the view from the front of the visitor center. The curb area by the flags there is where bus tours drop folks off. As you'll hear a little later, taxi passengers are dropped off 1 to 1.5 miles down the road. You can also see the restrooms and the first lookout point. There's also a ramp up to the entrance of the visitor center for easy accessibility. This is one little photo point. There's a lot of people over there taking photos. However, here's a sign right here for you that explains there's yet another photo, and there's the Nugget Falls Trail. JJ says he can make the mile out and mile back trek, so we'll see. This is kind of a, bucket list for some people. Maybe not a once in a lifetime, because I hope we can come back, but you never know what life is going to bring you. So you've kind of got to grab it when you can. It is beautiful, and the mountain scenery, little snow up there. I think we're gonna head up to the falls. I told them you're gonna attempt the falls walk.
We're doing it.
You think?
We're doing it.
Do you want to show whether it works or not? That it being the knee?
If it doesn't work, I'll piggyback with Sherry.
When we get to the fork in the road, you can either head up to Photo Point or Nugget Falls. And here's a map for you too at this point in time. So it tells you where you're gonna end up compared to which route you take. It says 1 mile to the waterfall, 45 minutes round trip. If you have a good camera, I mean like a telephoto lens, if you're that kind of photographer, it's just amazing. The pictures that you'll get. This is the environment that you're walking through to head up to Nugget Falls. It is absolutely amazing. I don't know, I know I'm gonna use that word a lot today. Y'all can just get used to it. But I don't know any other word. Majestic, awesome, those would apply as well. Can you hear that? That's this little waterfall right here running under this bridge. Wow. I thought I was hearing that and it was the falls. I don't think it was. Ooh, that's even more beautiful. That's amazing, yes. That's amazing. And I can see the glacier up ahead, right there. And of course, that's the mountaintop. They do, just to let you know, have rest areas along the way. A couple of benches right here. They've had rocks along the way that a person could probably sit on, but the benches are specifically made for rest time. And when you get, evidently, to this little fork in the road, oh yeah, you can see the beach and people on the beach over there. So when you get to this fork in the road, go to the left on your way out. I'm not sure where that goes, but we're going right here to the left. Watch the rocks. Pathway filled with rocks. Oh my goodness. Good night. Look at that. And the people look little bitty tiny. Oh my goodness. But until you get right here at the base of the falls and you understand, I mean, you hear it and you see this view around you, wow. Now I'm out of adjectives. It's absolutely beautiful. That was incredible. That was incredible being that close. I mean, my hair's damp. But again, perfect day. We have sunshine. So much sunshine today, and this background, even outside the waterfall again is just what it is. I mean, you can't describe it, but this scenery all around this area right here is also, all around this lake area is beautiful. We're gonna see what kind of views we have going back up, and once we get back to the main park, and to see what kind of views we have of the actual glacier. Highly suggest some kind of Mendenhall Glacier tour. You can also take a bus or a taxi out here if you'd like and just walk up here on your own and walk around, walk down and around instead of a literal tour. Taxis, I think, have to drop you off. I think it's like 1.5 miles from the visitor center. So you got a little bit of a walk. If you're with a tour group, then they drop you off right on the curb. And we saw some people walking as we were coming in. If you'd like to do that and you have no problem with the walk, that might be an option for you also. Probably to spend less money. You're just paying the taxi fee pretty much. Back to the main area. The visitor center is right up here. And it took us, you think, about 30 minutes?
30 minutes each way.
Each way.
For
Not
a
too
slow
bad.
walker like me.
And that's a slow, if you're booking it, you can go
20.
Yeah, at least, maybe 15. I mean, we saw some people booking it. So it's, you know.
They were marathoners.
I don't know about that. We've got 15 minutes before our bus leaves. So we might go get some more footage of the glacier or check out the visitor center.
This is the view from the back of the visitor center at the upper lookout point. If you're not able to take the trek out to the falls, or maybe someone in your party is not able to, you can still see some great views and get some nice pictures from this location.
Goodbye, Mendenhall Glacier. We are done with this part of the tour. We're headed to the bus to head to the salmon bake. So let's get our grub on.
Welcome to the Salmon Bake.
Thank you.
We have lots of great food. We're going to start you off with some chowder. And then your second stop is the bar. That's me. I have Alaskan Amber, Alaskan Husky IPA for $8. And I have wine for $7. Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, and a Cabernet. And then you move on to the food. There is a salmon Caesar salad, coleslaw, pickles and olives, beets with pearl onions, cornbread, baked beans with reindeer sausage, rice, and then scalloped potatoes with cheese, barbecue pork ribs. Then you move on to the grill to get your salmon. And there's a dessert table right over here for the blueberry cake. 2 fire pits in the back to roast marshmallows. When was the last time you did that? There's a beautiful walk to the waterfall. Look on both sides because there's carved faces in the trees. It's pretty cool. And you can pan for gold about halfway up. And there's gold panning kits in the gift shop, which is on the left-hand side of the building. There's another drink station right over here that comes with your package with lemonade, hot chocolate, hot apple cider, coffee, tea, ice water, best water in the world.
Okay, first test of the ribs. He's a Texas rib connoisseur. And on a scale of 1 to 5.
About a 4.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Yep.
I think the food is pretty darn good. I mean, I got scalloped potatoes. The salmon is wonderful. The slaw has raisins in it. And I think little pieces of pineapple, maybe. I knew when I saw it had raisins in it that it was a sweet slaw as opposed to like a vinegary, salty slaw. So FYI for you. The beans has sausage in it. Excellent. Everything I'm having is wonderful. And the environment, right? Very relaxing. And it is live music. It's a live guitarist sitting over there singing and serenading us. Good times. Just a warning that the salmon literally has bones. Like, you know, the little tiny slivered salmon bones. JJ already ate his ribs. He's going back to get his salmon. I forgot to tell you they also have clam chowder. I really like it. It's not the best I've ever had, but JJ didn't like it at all, so he's not finishing his. But I mean, I thought everything here was above average food quality. It's all warm. Talked to one of the managers over at the clam chowder line. She's a manager. She said her friend owns this place. When he bought the property, it used to be a trailer park, literally. She pointed to I think where the pit is, where the salmon pit is, and said that literally was a cesspool right there. So, and it's been here 30 years. And he obviously, locals can come here anytime. He obviously contracts with the cruise line. So if you are in Juneau and you have on the name of an excursion, it says salmon bake, I'm sure this is where you're gonna come. And blueberry cake to top it off.
with powdered sugar.
Okay, JJ's gonna test it for you.
Hold on.
Yep, you had the second bite, taste it.
You won't like it.
I think not. You're gonna get stabbed.
I like the ambiance and the environment of where we are at the Salmon Bake. It's very good. People from all over the world. It's interesting. A lot of people here, a lot of food here. But for me personally, the ambiance was better than the food. The food was good, but I think I had the expectations too high. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's good food, but
It's not really more than good.
right.
It's good.
It's good.
Food.
That's it. Yeah.
Nice company.
Nice company, good
Fellow
music.
cruisers, if
Have
you're
live
cruising.
music here, and yeah, cruisers from all over the world. It's a great environment, and I'm full, so it couldn't have been too bad.
When we arrived back at the port area, we were so excited to show you the shopping options, since Juneau is such a great port for souvenirs and gifts for those at home. But the microphone decided not to cooperate. So here's your voiceover. I will tell you, the famous fun place to remember to stop by in Juneau is the Red Dog Saloon. It is straight out in front of you when you come into the port from the ship. And the Red Dog gift shop is right next door. However, there are many more shopping options in this port. It offers everything from multiple t-shirt shops to all kinds of clothing at low and high price points, including the fur bikini we found last year. It was still there. But you'll also find things like magnets and mugs, some artwork at all price points also, and then everything in between. I personally was looking for a very specific long sleeve t-shirt, and I hit the jackpot at one particular store. So keep the shopping options in Juneau in mind when you visit. If you're interested in what to pack for your Alaska cruise, check out this video right here. And thanks so much for joining us. Be blessed.